Dudes and dudettes, how are you guys? This is Chazzy and welcome back to The Mixer, the segment on this channel where I give you guys all sorts of detailed analyses from all walks of life. I'll talk about people, places, animals, food, sports, traveling, the whole 9 yards, hence why it's called The Mixer, because I like to mix things up in this huge playlist here with over 200 videos at this point. That is a lot of mixering, dude. Holy freaking crap. I wonder when I'm gonna get to 300 so I can change this little intro here. But anyway, guys, today's topic is gonna be something that you might normally think would be in What's the Damage, you know, because there is a part of me that is going to sort of rant on this topic and I am somewhat against it, but at the same time I do understand more or less the concept, the idea, the foundation, and maybe just maybe I am all for it given certain circumstances and certain, you know, directories in the things. I'm just making up words now, aren't I? Anyway, so verification badges on social media, right? There are many of you in this generation who probably don't really know what social media actually is, you know, like maybe you just think it's all about Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, you know, whatever the hell you use, but I'm a 90s kid, so I come from a time where there was no social media. I saw the rise of social networking in the United States as a kid, you know, and it's funny because, like, you know, even before Facebook, there was a precursor called MySpace, which was very, very popular in the United States of America. Pretty much everybody who was cool had a MySpace, and it was funny because back in middle school and high school, we kind of had this hierarchy of, like, the popular kids wouldn't add the non-popular kids and whatnot. You know, it's like, you know, just having, if you were popular, having somebody unpopular as a friend on MySpace was considered like, you know, just, you know, that I'm losing points in society because of that, you know. And celebrities were making them, but we had no idea of knowing that they were actually them unless they were clever and held up a photo with a sign that says I'm really this celebrity. You know, that's how we knew. That's how the accounts were verified back then, you know. I actually tried to talk to a few famous people and some of them replied to me, although of course I can't know if it actually was them, so there's that too, you know. Then later, here in Brazil, there was this thing called Orkut, which was actually from India, but somehow it got popular amongst Brazilians. I don't know, everybody had Orkut, and of course, Brazilians being Brazilians, they kind of ruined it in a certain way, but still, that's just semantics, and that's just my opinion. But that was what we had. And also MSN Messenger, which is like, if I were to describe MSN the best way, it would kind of be like the equivalent of Facebook Messenger, you know, or kind of like WhatsApp. You know, it's basically like you go on an online chat room and talk to people with their emails and stuff, you know, use your webcam to see them or whatever. But, you know, back then there was no way for us to know who was real, you know, like there weren't any verified badges yet, you know. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think Twitter was the first social network to have verified badges, you know, and that's how we knew, hey, this is a famous person, you know, this is a celebrity, this is an athlete, this is a company, this is that. Like, we knew who we were, because like sometimes a person would make a fake account of a celebrity to impersonate them. They would get a lot of followers and then we wouldn't know if that was actually the real celebrity or not. So, you know, the verified badges were a way for us to know, you know, who actually were real. But back then it was kind of finicky. Like in the early days, like if a celebrity had a verified badge on Twitter and they changed their profile photo or something and they would lose that verified badge, had to apply for it again, you know, it was this whole thing. But back then it was really prestigious, you know. Facebook started to implement it as well, and then later Instagram, maybe not necessarily in that order, but the point is that today everybody has verified badges, you know, YouTube channels as well, so the little check mark next to their handles, their names, and it's really cool, you know. But back in the day, being verified meant something. You had to really become a famous, you know, rich, influential public figure for you to get that little blue check mark next to your name, you know. And it was hard. Sometimes celebrities didn't even have the verified badge and it actually was them, you know. It was a very long and sometimes arduous process, you know, to get a little verified badge. But the point is that it was special. It meant something. And today it doesn't anymore. Because now, in case you guys aren't aware, it's very possible for you to pay to have a verified badge on your social media handles. You know, like literally anybody, you don't have to be rich or famous or a public figure. You can literally pay to verify your account at a moment's notice, just like that, you know? And it's really dumb because like here where I live in Brazil, it's expensive as hell. So like, for example, on Twitter or X, you can pay to have this thing called a Premium Plus, you know, Twitter account, which basically, aside from giving you, different forms of protection and ID security, you can also, make money with your posts and stuff, and, write articles and whatnot. It does come with that little blue check mark, but here I would have to pay 110 Brazilian reais for it, or technically 109.99, but I just rounded off that extra 0.1%, 0.1 cent there, 110 reais where I live to have, among other things, a blue verified check mark next to your X handle or Twitter handle, I know that it's called X, but I'm sorry, man. I've always known this social media network as Twitter ever since I signed up in 2010, but I have to specify that it's Twitter or X because some people might not make the association because this generation is dumb as hell sometimes. But anyway, so it's really dumb. Like me, for example, I have a YouTube channel and I am starting to grow there more and more, but I don't feel the need to verify my Twitter account because nobody impersonates me and I have like 300 followers, and I don't get a lot of engagement anyway, so it doesn't make sense for me to verify that account there, but different social medias offer the same kind of thing, like for example, Instagram, you can also verify yourself, aside from the verified badge, you can get increased account security and you can also use unique stickers and stuff, but to verify yourself on Instagram, it costs 55 reais here where I live, so again, that's not very financially lucrative for me, I don't have a lot of followers on Instagram, I don't get a lot of likes or comments, and then going over to Facebook, which is actually connected to Instagram, part of the whole little metaverse that Mark Zuckerberg put together, it's the same exact price, the same exact benefits for also 55 reais, and funny enough, I don't know if this is a coincidence or if this is actually somehow connected, if you put together, these two prices for verifying yourself on Facebook and Instagram, both of them cost 55 reais, you will get 110 reais in total, which is how much it costs to verify yourself on Twitter here. Coincidence? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe Mark is behind this whole thing with Elon Musk, it seems to be a little bit more than a coincidence, but still, I thought that was a fun little fact there, But YouTube, for example, is different, because as far as I know, you can't pay to be verified on YouTube, you actually have to become eligible, and for that, you need to first have 100,000 subscribers, and then you can submit a request to be verified, on YouTube. And that's cool. That's actually good, that actually does show that, because if you have over 100K subscribers, you're already pretty much a public figure, right? So you might deserve that verification badge. So it actually makes more sense, like maybe Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. Okay, forget Facebook. Facebook sucks. Maybe Instagram and Twitter should have a similar thing where you need to have 100,000 followers, or even 500,000 or a million, more than a mil to become like automatically verified. That would be a lot better, honestly. I think it would be a much more balanced system because like I have seen people on Instagram who are verified and they're just regular people, man. It's like, sometimes the person is so full of themselves, so conceited and narcissistic that they feel like they're so unique that they need to be verified on social media. And they have like 102 followers, and the people who like their photos are like their moms and their aunts and their cousins, It's like, why? However, there's a twist. There is a twist. There's a reason why this video is in What's the Damage. There's a reason why this video is in the mixer and not What's the Damage. There's a reason why I'm not fully, completely against this thing. And that's because if I could, I would actually do it myself. I would verify myself, but just hear me out, okay? Hear me out. I am a YouTuber, okay, so my channel is growing and hopefully one day it will grow enough where people will recognize me as, how can I say, quasi-famous, hopefully that doesn't make me sound too, conceited, but like what I'm trying to say is that there are other Chazzies out there, right? I don't know if you guys are aware, but I did not create the name Chazzy. I use it on my channel, but it's been around for a while. It's normally it's the nickname of people who are called Chester, and my last name being Chesterfield, I, sort of like, okay, then just call me Chaz or Chazzy, so eventually my channel used to be called Igor Chesterfield, but I shortened it to Chazzy. It's shorter, it's catchier, but if you guys go on on YouTube and look up Chazzy, you're not gonna find just me. There are multiple channels with that exact same name and that exact same spelling, you know. Some are men, some are women, you know. They do a lot of other kinds of content, you know. Some of them have far more subscribers and get many more views than I do. So I'm not the only Chazzy out there, and far be it me to be from and I am far from being the official, you know. But if I could ever become verified on YouTube, or just verify my other social media accounts connected to my YouTube channel, it would make it easier for me to stand out, you know. But I would not do it while living here in Brazil, you know. I would, for example, love to be verified on Twitter, you know, because there are actually a lot of benefits with signing up for Premium Plus, you know. A lot of people talk smack about Twitter after Elon Musk bought it, and while some of the flaws are visible, you know, I think that signing up for Premium Plus is good, because aside from the other benefits that I said before, you can do something that I have always wanted to do on Twitter, which is editing your posts, you know, or maybe undoing them, or posting longer tweets as well, you know. You can post longer videos, you can download videos, you know, you can remove ads. So like for the price tag here, it's very expensive, you know, but it is definitely much more affordable in America, you know. So if I were leaving the United States right now, maybe it would compensate me financially to verify myself on certain social media handles. And it also plays around with the idea of me being a teenager and using social media for the first time and wanting to be rich and famous and verifying myself, you know. Of course, back then it wouldn't make any sense, but I don't know. But I think I'm gonna hold out for a bit. Like if I ever get, like on my channel right now, I have a little over 1,400 subscribers, you know, and like I can't be verified unless I get to 100,000 or more. But if my channel grows a bit, you know, and I get a bigger following on other social media accounts, maybe, just maybe, I'll sign up for it, you know. And by the way, the verified badge is optional, you know. I don't think you need to use it on Twitter. Instagram and Facebook, I think you pay for it and you do get that, but there are a lot less benefits, right? So, but it's weird. If I verify myself on Instagram today, people are gonna be like, yeah, he's just trying too hard, you know, for attention and whatever. Because like I said earlier, it is no longer special to have a verification badge, you know, because people know that you can pay for it now. So it's like, you know, it's not like you work hard for it or anything like that. But still, that's just life, you know. There are so many people who think so highly of themselves that are definitely gonna jump on this, you know, if they have money left over. But yes, I think that's kind of what I wanted to say, guys, you know. So you might think of me as a hypocrite. He's like, hey, it's not special, but he wants it, you know. Maybe in the future, you know, in a few years if I get a bigger following. But yeah, I'm really curious to know about what you guys think. I'm obviously gonna run a poll or two over in the community tab, you know, after posting this video the next day. So stay tuned for that. But I also want to know if you want to drop a comment or two, let me know what you think, you know, how you feel about these verified badges, if you think they're still special, or if they've lost their mojo, if they're not unique anymore, you know, and if you would have one, if you could, you know, if you're into that sort of thing. And Twitter is different because they have different forms of verification now. It's not just blue, there's yellow now to symbolize, I think, companies or firms or, you know, organizations, and blue is for the people, the celebrities, I don't know. It's a whole thing now. But yes, man. Oh boy. Hopefully this video gets verified as being, you know, true to the thing. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, guys. I'm tired as hell today. I was sick the last few days, and now I'm coming back to record, and I'm just feeling weird. So let me know in the comments what you're thinking. If you happen to like this video, please go ahead and give it a like, and also subscribe to my channel because I release videos every single day. And while you're at it, hit the notification bell too, so you can know exactly what time I upload it. It is all good. It is all good. This is the unverified Chazzy signing out for now, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Roll the outro screen.